Hey gang, I'm Scott, Scott Sands Fitness. I am coming to you from ExecuFit in Space Center, Houston, and I am applying my knowledge of physics to the human body and biomechanics. And right now, I'm gonna talk about abs. Abs and abdominal strength and core kind of all wrapped together, and I want to make one quick mention that core is a big deal. It's a buzzword. We need a strong core. There are some fitness professionals who are like, yeah, if you just do total body, this, that, and the other, pick up heavy stuff, powerlifting, that the core gets worked. It does. My core was strong from that. Lift free weights, get strong over your whole body. Your core will get strong. You don't need that much attention to it, and that's what I'm going to show you today. I know this for certain, and I'll explain kind of how I found that out in the process of getting strong for you and then getting abs that pop out. Abs are more about your body fat level, and if you're strong, strip the fat away, then your abs will pop out. Okay, so this is something that I've had clients ask me about, and I teach just a couple of things for abs, and I'm going to show you. But one of them is a plank, but done on a stability ball, because a plank on the floor, once you can do that, it's too easy. And we want to adapt more for strength than endurance. The endurance will be there, or you can do that easier. So this is something that I've had clients ask me about as an abdominal exercise, and there are many, I don't know, hundreds, millions. You can come up with a new abdominal exercise every day. But this is something that I could do since I was in college and first tried it, and that is a leg, what is it, a hanging leg raise, okay? So we're gonna keep our legs straight and lift all the way up and then control the movement down. And yeah, it's working your abdominals, and you can do this however many times you like, but I would do sets of 10. And so again, I could do those forever. I've never not been able to do those. But when I first, and I've done other, leg lifting exercises, hip raising exercises, crunches, sit-ups, so on and so forth. So now I'm going to show you the thing that when I was in Hawaii about 5-6 years ago, actually it was about 3 years ago when I first did this, I saw somebody with a watch on the floor doing a plank on the ground. And I thought that was odd. I'd never seen a plank before. I tried one. I couldn't even feel it because my abdominals and core were strong. And so I thought, well, I'm going to try it on this. And I had taught a stability ball class and kind of movement and rehab type of stuff on a stability ball. So I'm going to show you. So a plank on the floor is this. Okay, and you just sit here. And it gets boring really fast, and I can hardly feel this. But yeah, I have some muscles that are engaged. And so what we want, though, to explain quickly, is that our shoulders are neutral. We're not hiked up this way with our back. Our shoulders are neutral, not slumped down, and the back, our hips. And you can find the sweet spot. If your hips sink too low, you feel it in your low back, like you're sagging. And if you're hiked up, you can feel that also, or you can just check yourself in a side mirror and make sure that your body is straight. Okay, so now we're going to do it on the ball. And a bigger ball is easier because of the angle, and as you get used to this, you can go to a smaller ball. So here we go. So at first, we want hands to be on the apex or the top of the ball, or close to it, instead of being up like this, right? The ball is round or spherical, so it protrudes up from my arms here, and it hits me in the chest or belly. I want to back off from it. So now all I have to do is engage my arms and shoulders, and my chest is off the ball. My whole body is off the ball. I'm not supported, except at my forearms. So this is a plank on the ball. And when this gets easy, you can just roll your elbows forward an inch or two. And you'll find the position that's a little bit of a challenge. Okay? And so I'll explain quickly. So we're gonna find the position. We're gonna get used to a plank on the floor. When that's easy, we're gonna do it on the ball. When that's easy, we're gonna roll our elbows forward a little bit, inch or two. Find a position that's out of your comfort zone. And you'll feel you'll quiver a little bit, or you'll start to burn in your abdominals. So that can be your starting point. That's your effective point. Basically your range of motion. You're gonna do a plank, and you're gonna hold it for a few seconds, up to a maximum of 5 seconds, and we're gonna do 5 reps, that's all. So that's going to be, if this is our starting point, off the ball, boom, I'm gonna roll forward 1 inch and count to 5, or 3 or 4, or whatever I can do at first, so I can hold it for a few seconds and come back and relax. Push forward a few seconds and back and relax. And here's rep 3, and relax. Rep 4, and bring them back and relax. Rep 5, bring them back and relax. And done. That's set 1. That's 1 set of 5 reps. And holding it for up to 5 seconds. So the idea is just out of your comfort zone and adapt to that. And then you'll roll your elbows forward another inch. That's your new. Right after a week or so, you'll get used to it and it'll feel easy. Then you'll go forward a little bit more, and that's your new position. And that's going to be a little bit difficult again. So we're constantly challenging ourselves just a little bit. And then we'll adapt to that. And if then you can only hold it for 3 seconds instead of 5, each of those 5 reps, that's fine. We'll adapt to that. And then week by week, you'll be able to hold it for 5 seconds, 5 reps, 5 seconds each at whatever the new position is. And when that gets easy, then we increase the distance a little bit more. And so eventually, you're rolling out further and further and further, holding it for a few seconds, up to 5 seconds at most, and then rolling back. Forward, holding, and rolling back, and doing 5 reps. And eventually, if you really want to, you can do rollouts, which roll away. And then this becomes a little bit more of a movement of the whole body and hinging at the hips. And so eventually, this is one of many versions of an ab wheel. And usually you see people doing this from their knees. Doing one of these from your knees back and forth endlessly is silly. Work on strength. And doing a rollout on the ball is more difficult from your feet. Doing a rollout on the ball is more difficult than doing this from your knees. Give it a shot. Adapt to that, and you'll be stronger in your core than you've ever been. And so, so this, quickly then, I have another video where I do 10 of these. I'm going to do 1 right now. Okay? Okay, I'll do 2. And so, these are difficult. When you can do this, it's almost beyond the point. You're going to be strong. And can you do crazier stuff than that? Yeah, there are guys who do videos that show crazier stuff with their core and strength. But for most of us, we just want to get to this point somewhere. And then when you become crazy fit, you can do all kinds of crazy things. The last point I'm going to make is that so I did my own little research on myself for 6 months. This is the only thing I did for abdominals. And prior to that, for years and years, I would do all the other things. I would try new things, and I would try to feel, and lots of various things, crunches and leg lifts and so on. And I would have, you're either lots of people have either low back kind of strain in the lumbar, or hip flexors. When we're doing leg raises like this of any type, and even hinging, it's not really, the abdominal muscles don't cross the joint, don't cross our hips. And so it's kind of like they're more for stability and balance of strength from front to back in the spine. And so discomfort and just the abs aren't really meant to do that much hinging. And so a lot of people have hip flexors that kick into it, and we're working those as much as our abs. And we're going cranking like crazy, trying to feel it and affect the abs, and it's just not as well as this. The other thing is, with electromyographs, a rollout has shown that that's the biggest stimulus to the muscle, the lower abdominals especially. And then to finish the story about the 6 months of doing the ball plank and progressing little by little until I could roll out, then I went around the gym and tested every abdominal exercise in the machine. It was all easy. Put it on the whole stack, crunch machine, just cranking away. And that's when I decided, all right, I don't need those anymore. This is all I need. So that's ball planking and the progression to a rollout. And I hope you try it. I'm going to show you one other abdominal exercise in another video that I added to that to round things out with regard to torsion, the rotational movement, and stability. And leave comments, let me know what you think, subscribe, and try it and have fun.